Welcome back, guys, to a new video. We are still in Herrera, Colombia, and today I am joined by my dear friend and artist, Nandi. I've been staying with him and his family for about 8 days now, and in these 8 days we have spent so much time discussing, debating, philosophizing about love, life, relationships, and everything. And I have been able to extract so much knowledge and wisdom from him, and so many things that he has taught me in a short period of time. I really wanted to make a sit-down video with him discussing one specific topic, which I really felt was too good to keep just to myself. So I wanted to share it with you guys and have Nandi come here, and explain it to me again and to you guys in his own words. So the topic that we're talking about is love and the illusion that many of us have that all we need is love. And basically what Nandi told me a few days ago was like, love is not enough. When you're talking about a relationship, it is hard work. It is dedication, sacrifice, and commitment. And before I say anything else, I'm just gonna give the floor to him now and let him share with you guys and me about his experiences as he has been with his wife for how many years now?
For 20 years.
20 years. So this is quite some time. So please, Nandi, go ahead and
okay, thank you, Lorenzo. No, the things that my wife and I have discovered is that to have a relation is to invest a lot of love, and to invest a lot in love, in comprehension, in commitment, in time. Everybody thinks that love's come for free, that you find it like you find anything in the street. It's not my case. I mean, we fall in love and everything, as lots of people, but then we put a lot of time, more than what we thought we could do. We put more comprehension that we can never think about. We spend so much time putting like a little plant, water and things to make it grow better, grow fast. Fast is an idea, but grow better. Put a lots of talking, lots of nights and days that you should be doing other things. But if you spend in the people that you think is gonna be your friendship forever and your companion in the hardest times, you must invest a lot of time. Love. It doesn't come for free.
And make them a priority. As you said. You have to put the people first. You have to decide, is this the person that I'm going to be with? Yes. And go all in. And everything else will have to come second.
Sí.
And I think nowadays, so many young people, they fall in love. They are in this honeymoon phase. They feel all these amazing feelings. And then once the novelty wears off, once it's no longer new, they find themselves in a very hard situation where there's no longer affection. I know so many people, they've only been together for 3 years, but when you see them, they're not touching, they're not holding hands, they're not hugging, they're not kissing. They look like brother and sister.
Yes.
I know so many people, and this is one of the first things I noticed when I arrived here. Even after 20 years, when you look at him and his wife, they still have this affection for one another.
Yes.
Like you just met yesterday.
Yes.
And it's a very rare and beautiful thing.
Sure.
So when I asked you about this, like how do you do this, then I was surprised to say that you told me it's hard work.
Yeah, definitely. And the beautiful thing is that after after years go by, when years go by, it gets better.
It gets better.
I mean, people could think that it's terrible, it's monotonous, it's in our experience, it's much better.
Right.
Then you have to work less and enjoy more.
You mean monogamy? That's what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, right,
Yes.
okay.
You enjoy more, you enjoy the time with your partner, you just sometimes you don't even need to talk, because by looking at each other we know our feelings, we know what the other want. It's fantastic. Our experience is
Nice.
fantastic thing.
It only gets easier as you go on, because
Yes.
just one look and you already know.
Sí.
You already know enough. It's interesting that you mentioned monogamy, because right now I feel like a new type of wave in society with people, preaching and practicing having multiple partners. And we've also talked about this, that this is something that, even though everyone is absolutely free to do as they like, and no one should be judged for their choices, but I do feel as well in a romantic context, as you said, that less is more.
Yeah,
less is more.
Totalmente, totally.
How I'd rather dedicate my love and affection into one person.
Yes.
I cannot help but think that people who are focused on having multiple partners, it's more so focused on the sexual aspect. That's
Yes,
my opinion.
yes.
I think if you would take away the sex, like hypothetically, if sex would no longer exist, I think there would be less people practicing having multiple partners.
Sí, claro. Claro.
And even if I'm not saying this is the case with everyone, but I do feel like this is a very big factor. And we've also talked about that. I think when in a couple, there's usually a dominant character and a more following persona.
Yes, usually.
This is how it is, and but usually the balance is not completely unbalanced. Like the difference is not that big, but when the difference is really big and the dominant persona insists on having an open relationship, then I think often the follower will agree due to the fear of being left behind alone.
Yes.
And they will convince themselves that this is also something they want, but in reality, I think it's a very rare thing to actually have. I think there's not a lot of people who truly, who both want that. I think they exist. I do believe it exists.
No,
they exist, but
obviously.
I just think the majority.
Anyway, there is a certain amount of luck that you have to have to find the right person.
Right.
Because also people can think as we think for a minute and then change the opinion.
Right.
So you have to have a bit of luck also.
Yes.
See? And the rest is work. It's hard work. I mean, when we talk, my wife and myself, we talk about that. We left because we never thought we had to work so much in our relation to grow up as we are. I mean, we never thought. Maybe if I knew it, I wouldn't do it.
Tell her what you told me about. You told her the hardest thing.
Yeah, the hardest thing I ever do. I mean, it's harder than to get money, harder to grow up as in your personality, harder to. It's like having kids. It's a 24-hour work for 7 days a week. I mean, sometimes you feel you need a rest, but if you don't rest, let me tell you. You can see the quantity grow up as to the infinite, the quality just rise up, it's an amazing what it happens, but then again you have to put all your heart and your time and your thoughts on that.
So he told his wife the hardest thing that I ever had to do was
to make this
relationship work. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. And you know, I thought it was very funny, but at the same time,
it is
very
funny.
honest.
It's very funny because, for example, when I was working in my art, growing up as a painter or as a sculptor, you have to find your own language to express, and it's a really hard work. And I thought that was the hardest I have done, but not. The hardest is to work with another person, because the other person have also opinions. Art is just a thing that doesn't move, doesn't do anything but what you do it.
It's under your control.
See,
you are in charge.
See,
you are the creator.
With another person, you have to hear, open up doors, be receptive.
Would you say that the most important decision in one's lifetime is one's partner choice? The choice of your partner is the most important in your whole life?
For me, it is.
I think so.
Some people have such of an incredible ego that they might not need it. I am not that person.
No.
See, I need something to be with me, and I am also I like my solitude, but not my loneliness. So if I choose to be alone, it doesn't mean I don't want to be lonely. I don't know how you say it in English, but I hope you understand. I mean, I like to scream, you know, hey, honey, come and see what I'm doing. And she comes and then she does the same to me, because our studios are very close from each other. So she screams, hey, dear, why don't you come and see how this style works, or how do I do this cut, or whatever, you know, opinion from each other. And we are very close, but not together all the time. But we are partners 24 hours a day. See, and we don't get tired of each other. Never. Hasn't happened.
That's amazing. Do you want to talk about what you told me about what happened to you when you were facing a very hard time mentally, and then you and your wife together, you made it through? You were telling me that you were feeling depressed, you didn't want to come out of bed in the morning, you just wanted to stay in all day. And then what you guys did was just started doing things together.
Sí.
Like reading a book, is that what you said?
Sí.
So they would go and buy books, and he would read 5 pages out loud, and then she would read 5 pages out loud, and then they would discuss the characters, the plot, everything. Yeah. And you did that for a few weeks, or?
Sí, I did. We did it for maybe a couple of months.
Wow.
And then became usual. And also in vacations, we do it every time we go to vacations. We pick up 1, 2, 3 books, and we read the book loud, so the other one can listen. See, and we change opinions, and we usually it makes us laugh unnormally, because if you hear someone else's opinion, it's fantastic. You know, you grow up a lot.
I can imagine.
See, and also as Lorenzo was talking, it's a fantastic choice for a depression or for a hard time to let's say, it's not escape, but it's a
distraction.
A distraction. Put your mind in other things and just not keep pushing down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sí.
No, I can understand that. Well, you know, I think we're about 16 minutes in, we can conclude this video because otherwise it's going to be too long. But I feel like we could make more videos talking about many different things still. Thank you so much, Nandi. Thank you so much, Nandi, for sharing your knowledge with me. I really, really appreciate it, man.
No, we've been for like 8 days talking all the time.
Yes, we did talk.
And growing up a lot.
Exactly.
All of us, Constanza, Lorenzo and myself.
It's been great. It's been
fantastic.
Great. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment below. And if you have any more questions for Nandi, you know, I feel like I'll be back here one day or another. I'll be back. So, post the questions below, and then I can ask them to him, and we can make more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having an amazing day. And that's it. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.